My name is Miss Mack, and I'm a librarian here at the Detroit Public Library. Today, I would like to read to you one of my favorite stories. This story is about a grandma wolf and several little curious animals that live in the woods. The title of this story is What's the Time, Grandma Wolf? By Ken Brown. Let's get started. There's a wolf in the woods, and everyone said, she's big, she's bad, she's old, and she's hairy. Best leave her alone. She's mean and she's scary. But we wanted to know, so we crept a bit closer. Piglet, who's brave, shouted, "What's the time, Grandma Wolf? Can you say that with me? What's the time, Grandma Wolf?" And she opened her eyes, and they were very, very big. And she yearned, "It's time I got up." So those little animals, they crept a bit closer, and Fawn, who was shy, whispered, "What's the time, Grandma Wolf?" And she pricked up her ears, and they were very, very big. And she said, "It's time I brush my teeth." Well, those little animals, they crept a bit closer. And Crow, who was noisy, squawked, "What's the time, Grandma Wolf?" And she took down her kettle, and it was very, very big. And she said, "It's time I scrub the stew pot." So they crept even closer, and Squirrel, who's sassy, squeaked, "What's the time, Grandma Wolf?" And she fetched a sharp axe, and it was very, very big. And she said, "It's time I chop the wood." But guess what? Those little animals crept even closer, and Badger, who was bold, barked. Can you say it with me? "What's the time, Grandma Wolf?" And she picked up 2 pails, and they were very, very big. And she said, "It's time I fetch some water." Oh my goodness. So those little animals crept even closer, and Duckling, who was silly, quacked, "What's the time, Grandma Wolf?" And she looked down her nose, and it was very, very big, and said, "It's time I light the fire." Oh my goodness. So those little animals got even closer, and Rabbit, who was reckless, giggled. What do you think Rabbit said? "What's the time, Grandma Wolf?" What do you think Grandma Wolf said next? She said, "It's dinner time." And so all of those little animals and Grandma Wolf, they settled down to a vegetable stew. And old Grandma Wolf, what did she do? She read them their favorite story. The end. Thank you for allowing me to read to you my favorite story. If you want to find out more about the Detroit Public Library, why don't you plan your next visit and visit our website at detroitpubliclibrary.org. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.